I am. I've been recording this whole time. I don't know how long. I've been going for 38 minutes already. Oh. Very long. So far. What? We're going for 27, so we'll do the clap sync. In fact, I'm just going to hit clap sync and a marker. Okay. Oh, how are we going to clap and put a marker? We'll do a clap sync and then hit mark afterwards, so that was the one. Okay. Ready? All right. 3, 2, 1, mark. Oh, got it. That was it.
On your mark, get set. We're riding on the
Clueless
Internet, cyberspace, set free. Hello, virtual reality. Interactive appetite, searching for a website, a window to the world, got to get online. Take a spin, now you're in with the techno set. You're going surfing on the
Clueless
Internet.
I suppose we should. Oh, my mouse has died. No, there it is.
I know. Well, you will probably need that. I might send you a link or two during this episode, maybe.
I've got a few links as well. Very good.
Oh, very nice. Actually, I've only got one link, so I think I'm relying on you currently.
In the meantime, I suppose we should introduce ourselves.
Maybe we should actually get this thing underway.
Hello,
for
everybody.
once, mate. Hello.
Hello, everybody,
Oh,
and Alex. How are you doing?
Hello, Howard and me.
How are you doing from your isolation chamber?
Oh my god.
Hello, I appear to have lost you.
Hello. Oh, sorry. I got lost in my isolation.
chamber.
The chamber, the chamber of isolation that we're all in at the Clueless Internet podcast. Hello. How is everyone doing? Howard, how are you?
I'm good. We can't hear them though.
Oh, okay. We're not getting feedback.
We could totally. This is just a spitballing idea for next week. We could
okay.
We could totally, or another week. We could totally do a live one over Discord.
We probably could, couldn't we? And then just put it on Twitch.
Yeah, we can cut those fuckers out. No one else will hear them, but we'll hear them.
Yeah, it will hurt.
It'll
basically
be painful, but we can mute them if we get annoyed.
Yeah. Just so I can't see what the outside world is throwing at me.
But we could bring people in and we could talk and shit. We'll see how that goes. We'll think about that towards the end.
That could be cool, actually. That could be a really good idea.
I never really thought that being isolated could be so much fun.
I know. Well, I think we did come up with a little bit of an idea of that maybe we would do a live one or continue to do these sort of ones, because I know you may have noticed that this isn't a regular sort of episode.
No, we should have prefaced.
Structured.
Sorry about that.
We're not really
This isn't a regular format episode.
Yes, thank you for stealing that for me.
This is what does Bernie call them? A fireside or
a fireside?
A fireside chat.
That sounds quite nice. A fireside chat.
Yeah.
We are in the warmth of one's fire.
Well.
And chatting.
I wish I could have a fire, but I'm in a shitty little flat. So I've got the warmth of a radiator right next to me. That'll do me for a bit.
I actually am thinking about grabbing a blanket soon, because it is quite cold.
The days are
with
warm.
The fireside chat.
The days have been really warm in Britain, but the nights have been extra cold.
Oh God, it was really cold today. Actually, I was out. I swear it was really windy and really quite cold.
The sun's been warm. It's still been a bit chipper out, but the sun itself has been warm. Like I stood outside for a few minutes and I walked back inside, and the warmth on my coat was like, oh, that's a proper bit of sun. That was.
That was real nice.
It was nice.
It's nice to not have just constant rain.
Yeah, the skies have been clear for all week.
Bleak. It has been quite bleak, actually. And I think it's been quite bleak because of one... Can we actually say the name of the virus, Howard? Are we going to get shut down? If I say the name of said virus that we may all be thinking of.
It depends how you're going to say the name. Let's go with its official name.
Its official name.
Yes.
For monetization's sake.
If we don't monetize this.
We don't?
No one
What?
No one would sponsor us.
We're not making money from this.
No.
What?
No one loves us.
No one told me this.
I tell you all the time. Nobody loves you, Alex.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
See what a good friend I am.
Sounds about right. The
COVID-19.
The COVID-19 virus.
Epipandemic.
Is it an epidemic or is it just a pandemic?
It's a pandemic at the moment. I don't know. I'm not 100% sure, actually. We should look that up. Hang on.
So Howard, fear not. I have the description of an epidemic, a widespread occurrence of an infectious disease in a community at a particular time. Very ominous. Or very vague.
Okay. So a pandemic is worse. So we're actually in the end times now. The pandemic is a disease epidemic that has spread across a large region. For instance, multiple continents. So that's why we're in a pandemic now. So it was an epidemic in China, and now it's a pandemic.
So we've got it's spread quite quickly as well, hasn't it? Really,
it has. Every week seems to feel a little bit weirder.
There's 500,000 people infected, or infected cases.
Yeah. Well, I listened to a good podcast earlier with Adam Buxton from the BBC, or used to work for the BBC.
The British. What is it? What does BBC stand for again?
The British Broadcasting Company.
Oh, the British Broadcasting Company.
He's got a little podcast, and
very grand.
He came back early this week with a little podcast where he was talking to a doctor, and a doctor was saying it feels weird because what the government have tried to do as best they can is to stagger the sudden sacrifices everyone has to make. They were doing it in an effort to, in the hope that more people would take heed sooner, essentially. So instead of throwing lockdown down as early as possible, they basically staggered it so that people would, because it has felt weird, because for 1 week it was social distancing, and then immediately the next week it's lockdown. For a while it was you can't leave if you're in a household with family members and stuff, and someone's got symptoms. Then all of a sudden it was now you can't leave for 14 days. Before it was 7 if it was a single person, and people could still leave from a household, but then they couldn't.
And we've never had this experience for a very long time.
No, a lot of people
as well
are saying that most of the people who experienced anything like this are probably, other than people who maybe survived the the Dust Bowl and the financial crash of the early century, that other than those people, then a lot of people haven't witnessed or experienced anything like this before. Even people slightly older than us in slightly older generations.
Because I know I've never experienced anything like this, or even, I know that I've read things about this, like the the Black Plague.
Yeah. The Black Plague was in the 1800s in London. Spanish flu was in World War One. Yeah,
but that no one's lived in that time frame that I am aware of.
No, I think
still alive.
I think the last of the World War II survivors are still around, but I think World War One's too far away.
Talking about the survivors, do you remember if you've ever listened to the Jimmy Dore show?
It's the Jimmy Dore show.
I would recommend Jimmy Dore to people. He's got some good points. And there were people talking about this coronavirus, saying that maybe just everyone should get it, and maybe the people should just die, and then the money can come back to us.
Oh, this is like the economists who were there was one who was he said a lot of people are going to die, it's going to be awful and all this other stuff, and then he was but the economy.
It's just I did see this meme where it was some people grieving over their dead nan or something, and then she was an angel in the corner, and then the caption was what was the caption now?
I don't know, Alex. What was the caption?
Oh no, sorry, they were grieving over the grandma. saying that, oh, she made the greatest sacrifice for the economy, so don't be sad, or something along those lines. You can probably.
Is this like a satirist comic, or is this something that actually happened?
No, it was just some comic. It was like a wiki how.
Oh, okay. I thought this was a news story or something that actually happened. Thank God for that.
No, it was like how. I think you can cut that. That was
You
awful.
fool. No, we're not cutting. You got to keep going. You got to battle through. What?
Oh God, that was an awful explanation of a meme. I should never do that in my life.
Well, that's what memes are very hard things to express across podcast
You need to see
form.
it visually.
Yeah.
Which is the problem with this podcast. Which is, again, sorry, we're not on YouTube. We're not monetized. We're not. I did just buy a Nintendo Switch. So actually, no, I didn't. I wish I did actually. I really want a Nintendo Switch. They are pretty sweet. I want one of those handheld ones. You can get the ones that snap in place.
Yeah.
But that doesn't fit. You can link that up to a TV, so I'd feel like I'd sit more and play in front of the TV like I normally would with the PlayStation. But if I had a portable device that's completely portable,
stuff, that is.
Yeah,
when you hook up to the
expensive
TV.
though. To be fair, I think it's like 200, 300.
Oof.
For the Nintendo Switch. It is. I mean, it sounds pricey, but
But in these trying times,
you've got to enjoy every day. You can't just enjoy Saturdays.
Speaking of the Jimmy Dore show, there's actually something he would quite like. I saw this yesterday. Someone on Twitter posted this. I'm going to send you a link.
Is it a YouTube clip?
No, it's a Twitter clip. I'll put the link in the in the description for everyone to watch.
Okay. And you can check out that description at cluelessinter.net.
Yes.
Because some of the podcasting apps are really, I don't know what it is. They just don't get our descriptions right. So if you want any of the sources for our show, you can simply just get it at cluelessinter.net. A really cool user URL, because it sounds pretty cool.
And it collects all of our stuff together in one place.
For you to click on the informations.
Yes. Can you see that?
Yep, that's the Bernie video.
Okay. So I saw this yesterday, and this was, I don't know who this is. At Handleyzo said, Bernie fucking flaming everyone on the Senate floor just now. And it's a little clip of Bernie just been brilliant. Basically, bit of context, he suggested introducing a slightly higher wage for people during this time of crisis. So basically, the idea is that the government would be paying people slightly more than their usual paycheck.
No.
This is what Bernie had to say about it. And
so they were trying
beautiful.
to reject that. They were trying to go against giving people some money just to help themselves.
I think they've already done it because he was basically advocating. I think he was advocating for like $2,000 instead of $1,000 for everyone. But yeah, this is what he had to say. I'll put a bit of audio in the cast as well, actually, while we're watching it.
All right, cool.
If you hit 3, 2, 1, play.
And now I find that some of my Republican
I was going to say that was bad quality for a second.
They're very upset.
It catches up.
That somebody who's making $10, $12 an hour might end up with a paycheck for 4 months more than they received last week. Oh my God, the universe is collapsing.
Oh my God.
Somebody who's making $12 an hour, now like the rest of us, faces an unprecedented economic crisis with the $600 on top of their regular unemployment check, might be making a few bucks more for 4 months. Oh my word! Will the universe survive? How absurd and wrong is that? What kind of value system?
I want to see the
is that?
faces on the
Meanwhile,
people watching him.
These very same folks had no problem a couple of years ago voting for $1 trillion in tax breaks for billionaires and large profitable corporations. Not a problem. But when it comes to low-income workers in the midst of a terrible crisis,
Flock 'em.
maybe some of them earning
just
more money
fuck 'em.
than they previously made. Oh, my word, we got to strip that out.
Oh
We gotta
my,
told
can't
those
have
poor
that.
people
Oh no.
that no matter what. By the way,
I think
when this
people might be
bill,
too
when
happy.
the McConnell bill first came up, unbelievably,
Oh, good
I
God.
don't know many Republicans objected.
Why
to
would they
this.
want that?
They were saying that, well, we want to give whatever it was, $1,000 or $1,200, but poor people should get less. You see, because poor people are down here, they don't deserve.
Because
they
fuck
don't
them.
eat. They don't pay rent.
They don't eat.
They don't go to the doctor.
They
They're
live off
somehow
racks.
inferior because they're poor going to give them less. Well, that was addressed. Now everybody is going to get the $1,200. But some of my Republican friends still have not given up on the need to punish the poor and working people. You haven't
God, he's getting
raised
very
the minimum
passionate.
wage
I know.
in 10 years. Minimum wage should be at least $15 an hour. You haven't done that.
You haven't
Cut
done that.
program after program after program, and now horror of horrors. For 4 months, workers might be earning
Horror of horrors.
$2 more
Oh
than
God,
they
everyone
otherwise
would just die.
Well, needless to say,
Oh my God,
This
that
guy's
was very
got 10.
powerful.
Oh, I fucking love Bernie.
Oh God, that guy just got $10 more an hour. Kill him. Oh God, that was a good video.
Hopefully someone sends that to Jimmy Dore, because
I would love to see him react to that. Actually,
well, Jimmy Dore's been like, he's been suffering, bless him. He's been struggling since the whole thing with Bernie and Tulsi and fucking Biden, and he's been.
I can't believe that she
he's disillusioned.
endorsed him.
I can. Did you watch
Biden.
the video? Did you watch the video where Jimmy interviewed her essentially
I
afterwards?
did watch a little bit of it. I didn't watch it all. I'm afraid. You can spoil us.
Yeah.
You can tell me what happens.
It basically makes sense. It's the same reason Andrew Yang advocate for Biden as well. It's because now when you join the DNC, part of the clause is in 2016, Tulsi denounced the DNC's runner, which was Hillary,
Yeah.
and she advocated for Bernie. So this time around, they made sure that couldn't happen again. So this time around, anyone who wanted to be part of the DNC kind of coalition had to sign a waiver basically saying that they would support whoever the DNC's Democratic forerunner would be. So,
And do they have to act like that as well when they're talking in anything? They just sort of have to always say they're endorsing Biden and don't like Bernie.
no, they don't have to, or they didn't until this year. Basically, so what Tulsi did is what Bernie would probably advise her to do in this situation, which is to just go with the thing. Keep your position in politics. Don't muddy the water. You've signed a contract. They'll have you for it. So basically, advocate for Biden, and Bernie will keep running essentially because he is going. There was a lot of talk of him dropping out, but actually he was just repositioning his strategy, essentially repositioning.
He seems to have gone more aggressive.
He's got more aggressive, but he's also repositioned where a lot of his funds are going. A lot of his funds now aren't going towards his campaign; they're going towards helping people.
Oh, fuck,
there's a lot of things he and his campaign are doing wrong at the moment in the run for presidency. He's probably going to lose the run for presidency, but at the same time,
I don't think he was aggressive enough. I don't think he was, because he was saying stuff like my good friend Joe Biden.
Yeah, he's sticking to his principles. That's the problem with Bernie. Is he's too much of a principled man.
But he is lovely. He seems quite nice. And well, when he's not getting angry at you like that in that video.
Yeah. Well, Andrew Yang, there's been a few on Twitter where people are saying it's such a shame that you advocate for Biden. I wish you could have done it for Bernie. And like Yang was replying with, "Yeah, I know." Basically,
I wish I could.
He was like, "Yeah, I get you. I feel you. I completely I understand you 100%."
But I have to do what I have to do.
Yeah, unfortunately, they're in the DNC's clause, and there's nothing they can do other than play the game, put down the cards, which is what they've done. Walk away from the table for now and come back another year, which I imagine Tulsi will do again. I don't know how many more Bernie's got in him. I hope
he's got a little bit more fight in him. I want to see a good final debate between them or something.
Well, the thing is, a lot of the country is ignoring Bernie at a time when they need him the most. He's the person arguing for exactly what everyone needs.
He's arguing to give people a little bit of help.
Yeah, Medicare for all. Like in a time where it's literally a pandemic and people are this whole situation, and he's like, everyone should have healthcare, and people are still going, no, I'm going to go to Biden, who's going to abolish fucking Medicare for all. It's like,
no, they should pay for the medication that they need for the illness that is stopping them getting an income. That's been
forced upon them. No one had a fucking decision in this.
Yeah, so how can you not want to give it? It's a very sensitive political topic. Yeah. I do have to admit. It's God. I would not want to be in the middle of that, to be honest.
I've got to say, as much as I don't like Boris as well as Prime Minister, he's doing a hell of a lot better than Trump's been doing the last. I mean, I know Trump has introduced this massive, like, fucking socialist kind of style boost to citizens and small businesses, but he basically put $1 trillion towards like society, but then he also put $3 trillion into the banks at the same fucking time. So it's like, on one hand, it's like, oh, you do, that's not very good. It should have been the other way around. It should have been.
He's trying.
Yeah, it should have been $1 trillion to the banks and $3 trillion to the everyone else. But no. So they're kind of getting there, but I think Britain's doing a lot. Even though we've been fucking fumbling and stumbling and dropping shit along the way, we are. I think we're doing the right thing, and I think people are getting there in this country.
And did you hear, talking about Boris Johnson, did you see that him and the Health Secretary, Matt Hancock, have tested positive for coronavirus?
Yes, they have.
As we're just talking about the man, he's now in quarantine.
It doesn't surprise me, though. He's had to continue the prime ministerial things. He's had to go around and be around people and be in the same airspace as people, and so... It's no surprise.
I just said coronavirus. We just got demonetized again.
You COVID
dick. Talking about dicks, have you seen? Well, I know you've experienced this. All the toilet paper and stuff being missing.
Yeah.
Around shops and stuff like that, because I know I've been to an Asda. Well, we both have. I think we both at the same day, but completely missed each other.
Yeah, by about 5 minutes. But that was a good trip to Asda. They had things. It was nice.
They had a lot of things. They just didn't have anything of paper form.
No, everyone had to be separated, which is really even nicer.
Oh gosh, the personal space. Oh. Like I went round a corner just at Asda, and down the aisle somebody was coming towards us, and we both sort of jumped out of each other's way. It was really weird.
To be fair, it's been really nice. I went to cross the road the other day because I basically went for my little bit of exercise. We've been not quarantined. We've been isolated now for what day is it now? Friday the
27th.
We went into isolation last Tuesday, previous. So we've been in for what?
10th? Oh, the 10th or the 17th?
So we've been in for... Oh my God, days have become a joke. Where am I? Who am I?
Oh, I think this is a second Friday. That we've been here. So I think it's the 17th.
Been about 9 days, hasn't it? 9-10 days?
Yeah, around about there.
Yeah.
So quite a while. I feel like we're going mad talking about what day it is.
I forgot what our original point was.
The toilet paper. It's all gone.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, it's like vultures, honestly. I'll see if I can find a video for you. But it's like everyone's just rushing in just to get toilet paper. I haven't seen a roll of toilet paper in the shops for about a week.
No, they've got a lot
pandemic,
better.
I'm telling you, Howard.
They've got a lot better with the way they've kind of sparsed out people coming into the supermarket. It's got a lot better with other stocks like eggs and stuff like that. You can actually get a few things rather than the first time I went to, because I refused to panic buy anything. I refused to do anything other than my weekly shop, and then I went up for my weekly shop on the day we isolated. So on that Tuesday, Wednesday, we isolated. And at that point, there was nothing in the supermarket at all. Nothing. No eggs, no milk, no bread, no toilet roll, kitchen roll, tissues, cleaning supplies. It was rubbish. But now they are getting a bit better. What's this
Howard,
link?
have you seen the link to this video that I've just found?
No, I'm about to click it. Should I hit play or are you ready?
I'm ready when you are, but I would say press play. If for our audio listeners, all our listeners basically, because we don't monetize, we're not on YouTube, so you can't watch.
You.
But this is a video of people fighting over toilet paper, Howard.
I'll put the audio in so they can hear what we're laughing at, apparently.
Okay.
I can see we're going to be laughing.
Yes. So,
Right.
well, we'll see. We shall see. We might not watch it all, but we'll see. So, yeah, this is in... So, it's toilet paper shortage from the virus panic... Best store fights. Girls in UK, London food shop fight UK. I wonder if it's in the UK. All right, are you ready to play?
Fight.
3,
I'm ready.
2, 1.
Go.
Oh my god.
Oh.
What is it over?
What are they fighting over?
Toilet paper, I think.
Yeah, I got it all.
This is in
Still
America.
getting it.
I can see a dollar sign.
Oh, this isn't in the UK. Oh.
No, I can see Reese's. Oh my god.
Oh.
Whoa!
Oh. Get it.
those-
Oh god.
Look at those
Damn, Port
pathetic
Iowa.
swings.
Oh god, they jumped up right at the same time.
Oh.
That was awesome.
Oh my god.
Oh, someone's phone.
Someone's phone? Oh my god. That's 2 phones. I saw another one. Oh my god, it's a mess. Oh my
What is
god.
happening?
She just
Man,
threw
your phone's
it.
over here.
Your
Her
phone's over
phone's
here.
over here. It's underneath
Phone's
there.
underneath it.
Your phone's underneath. I'm not gonna touch it. I got poo-poo hands.
Nut pieces.
Fucking.
I ain't touching that.
Somebody
I'm
get
gonna post it
closer.
here on the internet.
Zoom in hands.
Yeah,
zoom in.
Here we go again.
Oh man.
Howard, if you pause it now.
They really should be socially distancing themselves.
Yeah, Howard, if you stop now, I'm
I've
on
paused it.
1:15. Oh
Me
god.
too.
I don't think I'm going to watch the whole of that.
No.
That was
But
very
feel free to go to the
intense.
links. We'll post them all.
Yeah, that was toilet girl toilet paper girl fight.
Speaking of
In not the
idiots,
UK.
No. This guy's
No.
not in the UK either, but speaking of idiots, here's a link to an article. You don't have to read the whole thing. Because
Oh, thank goodness, because I can't read.
that would be silly. That didn't work at all. Where are you going?
Oh, talking about articles, I just want to talk about two. We don't have to talk about them for very long, but due to
There
the
we go.
virus, The Witcher Season 2 has been postponed. They postponed filming and stuff like that.
A lot of
did-
series have had to postpone. Yeah.
Well, luckily, if you're a Mandalorian watcher,
Have they already finished filming?
they finished filming, so they might get that out there for the release. I don't know if Witcher
Amazing.
2 will go at the same time,
Well,
or they may cut corners.
Yeah, initially we were supposed to get Mandalorian a month earlier than everyone expected, but we'll see how that goes now with this. It's probably going to get pushed back
I'm
with
a
people
nasty
working from home and things.
Oh my god, he's saying I'm a nasty motherfucker.
So yeah, this
I
guy,
thought that was just saying I'm a nasty moth.
this guy, what's his name? Cody Pfister held
Codeine.
Cody Pfister held
Oh,
in
okay.
Warren County Jail after being charged with terrorism offence for mocking the coronavirus. I don't.
Oh my god.
He's
did-
he's actually been labelled as a terrorist basically for what he did.
A domestic terrorist.
Yeah, Cody 26 was arrested after a video of him mocking the disease, which has killed over 10,000 people worldwide, sparked outrage around the globe. Footage from the Walmart in Warren, Missouri, shows the suspect taking off a face mask and then running his tongue along items on a shelf while looking into a camera. An on-screen caption reads, "I'm a nasty motherfucker."
Oh my good. Oh, why? Why?
Authorities in Warrington said they received complaints from as far away as the Netherlands, Ireland, and the UK, helping them to track the culprit down. A police statement said, "We take these complaints very seriously, and we would like to thank all of those who reported the video so the issue could be addressed."
So, where is it? Oh, Missouri. So this is in
Missouri.
America.
This is in Missouri.
America.
I don't know what accent that is. Missouri.
Oh, well,
Well,
I hope it's like that. I'm a nasty motherfucker.
sure.
Yep. So what does it say? Court documents say Pfister knowingly caused a false belief or fear that a condition involving danger to life existed. Oh my God, and accused him of acting with reckless disregard of the risk causing the evacuation. What?
Oh,
and accused him of acting with reckless disregard of the risk causing the evacuation,
quarantine, or closure of any portion.
Closure of any portion, according to local media. Should I read that again?
No, you're right. I think we got it.
God damn.
It. So basically, it just him doing that. It was terrorism because you're terrorizing people. Like you're literally like if anyone around you sees what you're doing, that's literally going to cause anxiety. It could cause panic. It could cause people to start kicking his ass.
I hope they do.
Just
kicking his ass.
Well, just on sight of seeing that. But yeah, basically, so yeah, he's been jailed.
Dude, why would you do that?
How long's he been jailed for?
I don't know. Because didn't he have? I reckon he got it from licking stuff. You know. I reckon he didn't have it before, and then he just started licking things.
No, well, he hasn't got it. It's not that he even had it in the first place, but it doesn't matter whether he has it or not. It's the fact that he's simulating that environment in the real world in society. So that's essentially an act of terrorism. It's like getting onto a plane with a vest of non-explosive items, but making it look like it's explosive. You're a terrorist. You're terrorizing people.
Like this guy kind of looked like he didn't even enjoy licking that stuff, you know.
No, well, he's a complete and utter fucking moron. But there is an...
And now he's in jail. Fucking hell.
I think
How long did he get? Sorry? I assume not a hell of a long time.
Let's find out.
Well, oh my God, I hope not a hell of a long time. Well, I don't even know the guy.
I don't think we have that information yet.
I don't know this guy.
But yeah, another man, I don't know where this article is, but another man apparently doing another viral video, fucking filmed himself.
I hope he didn't lick himself.
Filmed himself licking a toilet seat, a public toilet seat.
Oh my God,
it.
Yeah, I've seen this.
Now he's in hospital with the coronavirus.
And you get what you deserve for licking a toilet seat, dude.
You get the Darwin Award.
Imagine if it was just his own toilet seat. And it was only him who ever used it because he was in quarantine and then he just faked it for the fame. Is that a conspiracy theory yet? Can we make it one, please?
Are you a conspiracy theory?
I feel like I am. Oh, talking about conspiracy theories, Howard, would you like to talk about one of our future projects, for episode 20? What is it? Should we give a spoiler as to what episode 20 might contain?
I suppose we can.
Can we go into how much detail can we go into? Because I know it's top secret shit.
Well, Alex, I was trying to think of a good way to segue into it, but
Fly.
Fuck it, I'm tired. Episode 20, following on from my very special edition of episode 10. We're doing it every 10 episodes. Well, not every 10 episodes. We've kind of put the show on a pause for a while. We'll be coming back with episode 19 as soon as me and Alex are allowed to be within 6 feet of each other again.
Because not seeing someone's face while talking to them is very creepy.
No, this is much easier to just have a little chat. I've just got a
picture of some guy as your avatar.
That's Peter Serafinowicz.
Yes.
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 That's it's from the same show as the toilet gun. It's
the toilet gun.
You know, the bang bang bang.
Oh my God, I need to see that now.
That's him in a fat suit. Basically,
you can tell actually.
That character's name is Brian Butterfield, and it's just brilliant. It's immense. Go search for the Peter Serafinowicz Show on YouTube. Someone may have uploaded some of the episodes. It's very good. So anyway, episode 20.
There's kitchen gun on here.
I need cheering up. Kitchen gun. Everyone,
bang, bang, bang.
Everyone needs cheering up. Go on, send me the link.
Toilet
you
gun.
slag.
I'm going as fast as I can.
Well, go faster.
Oh, God.
And, okay, 3, 2, 1.
You right there?
Go.
This kitchen is so hard to clean. If only there was an easier way. Hi, I'm Derek Bum. Say goodbye to daily stains and dirty surfaces with new Kitchen Gun. This sink is filthy, but just 3 shots from Kitchen Gun and it sparkles like new. Look how it cleans this greasy hob. Goodbye, dirt. Grubby tiles. I love you, Kitchen Gun. Rusty taps.
He's just screaming at this point.
You can even use it on the washing up.
He's a psychopath.
There, all clean again. New Kitchen Gun, now with laser sight and night vision for after dark cleaning.
Toilet so hard to clean. There must be an easier way.
I'm going to pause there. Oh my god, I can only handle so much.
I'm watching it.
Oh, you carry on, my friend. Bang, bang, bang. Toilet gun. Yeah, so if you want to watch that, clip, you can see it at cluelessinter.net.
Okay.
Peter how do you even say his name? Peter
Serafinowicz.
Finowitz. What a name.
Yes.
Holy shit.
So what were we saying before I went off on that tirade?
We was talking about the guy licking all the bottles and stuff like that.
Oh no, we weren't. We were talking about that, but that led us into the discussion.
Conspiracy theories, sorry.
Oi, ruined it.
Oh no.
No, that was perfect actually.
Well,
so yeah, episode 20 is going to be another special episode on conspiracy theories. Well, not another one on conspiracy. The first one was on events that actually happened.
it was episode 1 of this podcast when we started.
Yes,
It was a whole conspiracy.
Episode 10 was about things that actually happened. Episode 20 is about things that may have happened.
May have happened.
But
we'll never know.
We're going to cover a couple of my favourite conspiracies, but I'm going to try to... I'm taking the advice of a YouTuber who I watch who is a skeptic who covers conspiracy stuff, and I'm not going to cover the most obvious ones. We're going to go for some of the lesser known conspiracies, some of the ones
underground.
Some of the ones that might have evaded the norm for what do we call the zeitgeist.
Yes.
So yeah,
they fell off the wagon.
We're going to dive into the Matrix and binary things will happen. Anyway,
we may explode. We don't know when that episode's coming, though, obviously, because we don't know when we will be able to sit in the same room.
Yeah,
together.
We'll let you know when we do episode 19. All right, get off my back.
Check our Twitter at Clueless. I think it's just Clueless Net. It's not cluelessinter.net. It's just Clueless Net. I could not get at Clueless Internet. Honestly. What I wanted to talk about, we've been playing. If you've, I don't know if many of our listeners play video games. Get in touch if you do at podcast@cluelessinter.net.
Come join us on Red Dead Redemption.
That's what I was going to talk about. We were playing Red Dead Redemption 2 online yesterday, or I think it was yesterday and the day before, maybe.
Yeah.
And I may even play it later, depending on when we finish. If I'm being honest,
we'll see how it goes. That might be fun.
It's got a lot better online, I have to admit. We were playing Last Man Standing. Do you remember that? Playing it's sort of like a mini battle royale, really.
It's basically battle royale, but you get thrown into a ring and they go, here's a random weapon. Everyone else gets a random weapon. Run into the maze and kill them with your random weapon.
So you've got dynamite, you've got throwing knives, tomahawks,
shotguns,
there's a few
pistols.
rifles. The double barrel sawed-off shotgun is arguably the creme de la creme in that game. Like, it's so good. I have to
good
admit.
combination though is if you manage to
it's cheesy though.
If you manage to run around a corner quickly and grab a pistol as well, you can dual wield the sawn off and the pistol, and you can basically take out everyone in the map just
with one shot. It's so powerful, in all honesty. And then what else did we do? I think we went. Oh, there's bounty hunting as well now. I think that's relatively new.
Well, there's essentially you can choose a vocation. Essentially, you can take a career. So we took a career in bounty hunting. But you can take other careers. You can take a career in like trading and stuff like that, or what was it? Not trading, like smuggling, things like that.
Oh, so it's not. Oh, I thought it was literally just that.
No, yes. So if you go to the general store and go to shopping, you can kind of go into a section for each vocation. So there's actually bounty hunter outfits you can buy and bounty hunter trinkets you can buy but you have to level up through the bounty hunter ranks to buy them. There's also ones for a trader and whatever else. There's a bunch
my
of
one question is, can I look like, as a bounty hunter?
Yeah.
Can I make my character look like the Mandalorian?
No.
Well, see, there's our first problem.
I'm out.
Yeah, well, there's our first problem. What? Why? Hello?
Who are you?
A player of the game.
So if you're out there and if you play Red Dead Redemption on the PlayStation 4, give us a shout.
Get in touch.
Give us a shout.
And we'll make a posse.
I don't know what. DM us on Twitter or send us an email at Clueless Inter. What was it?
Clueless Internet. Oh no, it's not. It's Clueless Net. It's at Clueless Net for Twitter.
Yes.
And for email, it's podcast@cluelessinter.net.
Oh,
you could, like, if it's not in your description, you can find it at cluelessinter.net.
But yeah,
and
send us your
get on talking
PlayStation.
to us.
Send us your PSN ID, and we'll add you, and we'll let you know. I suppose we'll just send out a PlayStation message. So keep your apps.
We'll put
open.
up the bat signal, so when you see it, you'll know you're ready to go. Play the game.
Time to play the game. But otherwise, we'll be playing that alone, like bastards.
And just killing everyone. I think we made a
Like
pile
bastards.
of bodies the other day.
To be fair, when we first came out, we played it, what was it, about a year ago? We did quite enjoy just going into Tumbleweed and just wasting everyone.
I think I spawned the other day and just started killing everyone in town and then just looting them. I think I ended up getting like maybe $1.50 off them, but then I had to pay a $5 bounty. Money is so hard to get. Although the last man standing, that does give you $8.
Some
to
good
be honest.
rewards. 10 if
And
you're
you get
really
a little
good.
bit. You get a little bit of gold. It's not a lot, but it's a little bit.
Anyway, we should move off this because there's probably only going to be a small portion of people who this part of the podcast applies to.
Maybe.
Or maybe there's loads of you out there. Come on.
Well, I think you should all experience Red Dead Redemption 2. I am going to go get myself a drink.
Alex.
Yes.
Hello, there you are. I haven't been paying any attention to the new consoles. I just haven't had time. So, you're going to sell me one of the new consoles.
Okay. Yes. Okay. Let me get some pictures up. Okay.
Well, there's no pictures, as far as I'm aware. I haven't heard much, but I know there's no pictures of the PS5 yet.
I can get things that will make you think it's a PS5 so that you've got the visual in your head. So here you go. I've posted it. Oh, I have not posted it. Oh, I've posted it. What? Oh my God. Discord is very confusing. I posted it. So there you go. You can have that on your screen. So
is this someone's concept of the PS5?
Yeah, and it kind of looks one of the coolest. And I do actually have pictures of the Xbox Series X because that has been shown already. I know this is a little bit of old news.
Yeah, the Xbox X
one.
does kind of look like that, doesn't it? Like a little box.
Yeah, well, it look, as somebody has compared it to something that you might have in your home that keeps cold things in it. I'm trying to find a picture
My
before
heart?
I run out of ways to. They posted. Here we go. That is what I'm looking for. The link would not find. Yeah. They sent out a tweet saying "fridge for scale" because it does. Because so many people are saying that it looks like a fridge.
That's quite nice looking.
It is a quite nice looking fridge, though, isn't it?
It is.
And the imaginary PlayStation is the same.
I kind of want the fridge.
Anyway,
but that's a nice little concept image for the PlayStation. I don't want it to have a little. I don't want it to have a little screen on the pad. I want them to go no further than what they've already done with the touchpad. That was far enough. It's basically a replacement for the select button. That will do.
okay.
If you're going to add buttons, add them to the back of the. So I've got more triggers, triggers or face buttons, anything. But just don't put more buttons on that front bit because I can't reach it very well. I'm old and got arthritis.
Damn. Well, let's move on to my next section of the sales pitch, which is the
so visually,
consoles look nice.
Visually, you've sold me on both of them so far. They both look very nice.
Okay, well, that's just a concept. Whoever made that, give him $1 on Patreon.
If that's what the PS5 looks like,
something.
The only question I've got is, have you got one in black? I do like my black consoles.
Yeah, I don't really want a bright white box.
No, they just get so dutty. Every Wii I ever had,
it just sort of goes
very
yellow.
dutty.
It goes yellow after a while, and if you leave it on too long.
Yeah,
or in
the sun where it gets bleached. Yeah.
Oh God. Well, that won't happen if there's a black version. I don't know. Maybe there will be. But we'll move on to specs. Have you heard anything about the specs of the consoles?
Only what you've told me, which wasn't much, other than that the Xbox does appear to be a little bit more powerful and is confirmed to have more storage.
Well, here we go. I'll show you this.
But we don't yet know how big the operating systems are going to be for either one. So that terabyte hard drive with the Xbox, you might only have about the same amount of space on there after the operating system's done, especially if it's going to involve backwards compatibility and emulation and things like that.
That's going to be a few gigs.
Yeah, I have a feeling that the hard drive in the PlayStation is going to be purely for game storage, and they're going to have a separate unit for the operating system. That's an assumption, though.
That would make sense, to be honest. I mean, because it is. I mean, if you look at the image that I sent you,
I'm looking at it.
You can see that the internal storage for the PS5 is actually 825 gigs SSD. It just says SSD on here. Oh, it just says custom. Sorry, I was about to say
NVMe.
It's a custom SSD. Same as the Xbox Series X. It's a 1 terabyte custom NVMe SSD. That's hard to say.
Yeah. But something that's recently interested me is replaying Red Dead Redemption 2, because I've just replayed it and completed it. Looking at that game running on a PS4, and I'm playing on a base PS4 Slim, so no PS4 Pro or anything. That game looks fucking beautiful. So
it does look really good, doesn't it? I
have a feeling, though the PS5 specs are lower, I have a feeling Sony may have optimized better than the Xbox. Well,
it says here that it has 10.28 teraflops, whereas the Xbox Series X has 12 teraflops, with 36 CUs on the PS5 and 52 CUs on the Xbox Series X, running at... the PS5 is actually more powerful at 2.23 gigahertz variable frequency, as opposed to the Xbox 1.825 gigahertz custom RDNA 2.
I have a feeling Sony may have gone with a more stable, safer option, whereas Xbox may have gone with a more overclocked,
little bit of a power-hungry beast.
Modified system. Yeah, I have a feeling that the PS5 isn't going to have quite so many coolant problems as the Xbox, but as we've seen, the Xbox has a gigantus fan.
It has just one big fan at the top. There's no others.
Yeah. It is essentially a console with a fan attached to it.
It's huge. The fan is actually massive. I don't think I've seen a fan that big for a computer anyway. I have seen it for a propeller.
It's my biggest fan.
They both have 16 gigabytes of DDR6 RAM.
It does look like the Xbox has a better bus, though, than the PlayStation's bitrate. What's that? 256 and 320.
Oh, 256-bit and 320-bit bus, yeah.
Yeah.
So that might make the Xbox faster. I'm not really sure, to be honest.
Well, I think it just means that I think that bus thing, I think that's basically how fast it can write and retrieve memory to the RAM, or information to the RAM's memory. So I think that just means, so they've both got the same capacity, but I think the Xbox will have better access to it.
So that could help with performance and stuff like that.
Yeah. Memory bandwidth 448 gigabytes a second. on the PlayStation. Memory
And the
bandwidth.
Xbox one is quite confusing. It just says 10 gigabyte.
It's 10
at
gigabytes.
560 gigabytes a second.
560
6 gigabytes at 336 gigabytes a second.
So,
Not really sure what that means.
no.
Going to be honest with you, and we've already talked about the internal storage, the SSD.
Yeah.
And the rest is just it's 4K UHD Blu-ray drive. Does the Xbox have to pay Sony for that Blu-ray drive?
I think Sony, because they're in the patent to the Blu-ray, I think they have to, anyone who uses a Blu-ray drive has to pay a certain amount of royalties to the license, essentially, because you're licensing the hardware.
Yeah, so PlayStation is just winning on all fronts, basically.
They have been since they won the war
Price-wise.
because Microsoft was pushing the HD DVD at the same time as Blu-ray was out. So the original Xbox 360 had the HD DVD drive or add-on drive, which meant you could play HD DVDs. But because the PlayStation 3 had it built in, I think, even though the PlayStation 3's numbers were nowhere near as good as the 360's numbers in terms of sales, a lot of people bought the PlayStation 3, though it was pricey, as a cheap Blu-ray player because it was one of the first Blu-ray players on the market, and it was the cheapest Blu-ray player at like whatever it was, $600.
Yeah.
I think it was about £600 in this country as well. Still, at the time, the cheapest Blu-ray player unit itself was like in the thousands. So you were like, well, I could just get this powerful little console as well as a Blu-ray player. So a lot of people did buy it purely as a home entertainment. And
Well, it seems like a win-win, really.
yeah, and as always goes, I don't know if you're aware of this. There's a kind of trend on the front of technology that porn always pushes the trend in technology, and I think Blu-ray was...
Oh, well, it went from video to DVD, yeah.
It went from DVD to... a lot of porn companies chose to go with Blu-ray. I think it was because it had better capacity and better write speeds and everything, so they went with Blu-ray. It was cheaper to produce. And then effectively killed Blu-ray quite quickly once streaming became available. Like the first thing other than YouTube, like YouTube was the main like tube streaming thing, and then it was immediately the next biggest thing was like Pornhub and things like that.
Yeah. Oh my god, yeah, that site is massive.
Until bigger streaming services like Netflix and stuff started popping up. Like it was basically YouTube and porn, which was which was where you could get streaming essentially, until Netflix came along and kind of changed the front of commercial streaming.
Well, they gave you more options.
Well, Netflix were like, it's like Netflix were like, we're not a free service, but you can pay this much and we'll give you a selection service of high quality content from studios, whereas YouTube it's generally free content supported by ads created by independent developers usually. Or producers.
But the main driver is always porn. So if you see VR porn, that means that's going to be the next medium.
Well, VR porn apparently is everywhere now. So they've even developed like, I don't know, like, I don't know because I'm not in the VR. I'll never be able to afford VR.
I would love to get one of the, what's the, sorry,
apparently they've developed like whole like fucking web players that can support full like VR video support and everything, all that stupid stuff. That YouTube would usually be the people forefronting. Talking about long form content on things like places like Netflix and Disney Plus and stuff like that. YouTube is also a good place for free long form content if you're trying to pinch the pennies a little bit in this time of pandemic.
Time of uncertainty.
Yeah, so I've got a few long-form recommendations for YouTube. Just three quick ones. I'll probably give you more next time. This first one is someone who I found a few years ago who I've been following and sticking with. He makes documentaries. His channel's called Ahoy, and his description of the channel is a retrospective of classic games through the eyes of the age. And you may have seen this in your recommendations because it went trending a few months back. Polybius, the game that doesn't exist, was probably his most popular video. And he does essentially long-form documentaries and short-form videos as well, but most of his videos range from 20 to an hour to even an hour and a half sometimes.
They're quite in-depth, actually.
They are. He's got a very soothing voice as well. It's very good for if you want something to watch to go to sleep, or if you're an ASMR kind of person. He's got
It's quite like the Bob Ross show in sort of a way.
Yeah, he puts a lot of work into his production and graphics. He's clearly some kind of graphic designer. He's done a few videos on like the origins of like a lot of the like graphical designers and stuff like that, and graphics in the digital age with computers and things like that. But yeah, he tends to do deep dives into a lot of like video game histories. Some of the other things. Some of his other videos include things like he's done an hour-long documentary on, he calls these retro ahoy because they're based on classic computer games. He's done an hour documentary on Quake. He's done an hour and 10 on Monkey Island. He's done 50 minutes on Doom. He's done 30 minutes on Wolfenstein. He's done one of his latest videos is an hour-long documentary called The First Video Game, which I absolutely recommend. Absolutely amazing. Flatline, How the Amiga Languished, which is one of my personal favorites because the Amiga was the first computer I had next to the Commodore 64. And the story of the Amiga company is just really interesting. But he has other things like a brief history of graphics, a brief history of piracy, a brief history of gore, with things like in the video games industry. But yeah, lots and lots of really good free content on that channel for you to enjoy.
So go and check him out.
Yes.
Go and I'm assuming he's got sort of a team behind him as well, so I don't know if it's just him.
I think he just does it all. I think it's on his own because it's a long time between videos. He's not someone who's going to be a regular uploader for you, but if you haven't watched any of his content, he's got quite a big backlog of stuff for you to sit through. So that'll keep you going. My second recommendation this week is I don't know if you heard about this in the news. There's a YouTuber called Jim Browning.
Jim Browning. I haven't heard that name before.
Give him
I'm
a
afraid.
search. Give him a search on YouTube and just have a look at his videos page.
James Browning, is it?
Jim Browning, spelled.
Jim Browning. Sorry.
Yeah, it should come up pretty quick in the search. He's kind of gone trending because about a week ago or a bit further back. Panorama, the BBC documentary series, teamed with Jim Browning to basically he had been tracking his YouTube description is tracking and identifying scammers who knock on my front door, call me, or shove pop-ups onto my computer screen. And basically what he does...
So he's just sort of after people who are trying to scam people, basically.
Yes, and it's a very interesting because what he does is a little bit of vigilantism. So basically, you'll see his latest 4 videos spying on the scammers. These are the videos that he wanted to get them more wide. He wanted to get his videos more widespread cover. So he actually gave all of his footage. So this is his it's like an hour-long cover of the story that all the work he had done, essentially, how he did it, how he got into the computers. Watching it is incredible fun because basically he targets telemarketing scammers that request access to your computer through like TeamViewer or whatever. And he uses
probably claiming that your computer's been infected or something like that.
Yes, exactly those kind of messages you'll remember seeing from a little while ago. And what he does is he basically sets up a virtual machine. He sets it up to look like a real machine, and he reverses the connection and basically goes into their computers. And he does it over a series of months. So this, like spying on scammers, he filmed this alongside filming other things over a series of months because he just trust me, watch Spying on the Scammers, the new 4-parter from him, and then you'll want to go through all of his stuff. You'll probably want to go and see the Panorama documentary as well, because he hasn't got a massive following. He's got 845,000 subscribers at the moment, so he's on his way.
That's quite a lot. That is quite a lot.
A lot of that is since the Panorama documentary, but Either way, the Panorama documentary did exactly what it should have done, because I'd never heard of him. The moment I saw a trailer for the documentary, they showed a quick shot of his YouTube channel, and before even going and watching the documentary, because I'm just a YouTube guy, I went straight to that and watched his YouTube videos first. And I haven't actually watched the Panorama documentary. I'm going to watch it. But at the moment, I'm literally going through his content. And they're not long videos. They're 15 to 20 minutes. And there's a few live streams in there that go on for like an hour or so. But you will be hooked on his content. It's so good. And he's a really nice fella. You'll fall in love with him after watching just a few of his videos.
And so have you got one more?
Yes, one more
recommendation on
my
the
last
YouTube
recommendation
platform?
Is a channel that's only just started, so there's only 3 videos on his channel, but they're all long form. There's an hour video, a half an hour video, and a 50-minute video. And this channel is called The People. You can search for that if you want. It's Anton Liadov's travel vlog. Anton visits the most uncommon and dangerous places in the world. His first video was North Korea, the lies and the truth of Kim Jong-un, how the people really live. And that's 50 minutes on him actually in North Korea. He had a pass because he had been working there as a lawyer or a consultant or something for a year, and he was able to sneak out some footage out of the country. His second video was China virus area. He actually visited Wuhan, and this was 4 weeks ago. So this was amidst the earliest part of the crisis. This is where I got most of my information for how the people of China were living, what they were doing, what we should have been doing weeks ago, the way they were living. It's only half an hour, but it's a really interesting video where he essentially went into the center of the zone. He got himself tested in one of the temporary hospitals.
Did they build one of those in 10 days? I'm pretty sure it was built quite quickly.
I don't think they built a building. I think they did what a lot of people imagine we're going to do here, which is build triages in public spaces and things like that. And his latest video, which I haven't watched yet, I'm probably going to watch tonight or tomorrow night, is because it came out 5 hours ago. How I Escaped North Korea, how people live, and that's another 50-minute long video, and I'm actually looking forward to watching that myself. So get in contact with us if you enjoy any of these fine people's contents.
Yes, and you can find out the links for all of their channels and stuff at cluelessinter.net.
You can.
For any of those recommendations.
Have you got any content you'd like to recommend for people during this time where content is has suddenly become
a rarity?
Not a rarity, but I'm suddenly...
There's nothing. No one's uploading anything.
Become a connoisseur of content because it's all I used to do, and now it's all I do, ramped up to about 1,000, is watch and research and look at strange things on YouTube and the internet and whatnot. Podcasts.
I'm trying to think of things that would be worthwhile watching, because I'm not sure that I watch a lot of things that are worthwhile.
Listen to anything?
Or
Played
educational.
Anything? If you got a video game recommendation or a movie
that
recommendation?
Is not huge. Oh, well, I've got a TV show recommendation.
Go on then.
I've very recently, been rewatching the second iteration of the Avatar story.
Oh,
the Korra timeline. I don't know if I'm not going to spoil anything because I know that you haven't seen it.
I haven't finished Korra, no.
No, but should I not say anything? Do you want to mute me? No, okay, I won't say anything. But
you can say how much you've been enjoying such an excellent TV show.
I've been enjoying it more towards season 3 than season 1.
So what you're saying is, hang in there, Howard. Go back to season 2, get through it, because season 3 is going to pick up,
and then season 3 is going to blow your tits off.
Okay.
basically. No,
because I do need things to watch, so
it's pretty good. It is a good end. Like, imagine sort of how you felt while watching the Dragon Ball super
I'm
end
imagining it.
with Jiren. So imagine
yes!
like imagine just the excitement of watching that final fight. That's kind of at the end of Korra as well. That same energy.
Okay.
I felt it, and
I felt it in thine bones.
And so I do have a recommendation. I'm going full weeb on my recommendations currently.
Recommendation.
But there's a YouTuber called Afro Senju. I don't know if you've ever heard of this guy.
No. How do I spell this? Afro.
So if you spell Afro and then Senju.
Yeah.
And then his name is Afro Senju XL.
Oh, he's got the little, he's got the picture of thingy. As his... Sorry, carry on.
What is that?
That is... I don't know if it's in other shows. I only know it from Afro Samurai. It's a character from Afro Samurai, essentially. I won't spoil it. If you've never watched Afro Samurai, I'm not going to spoil it. Go and watch Afro Samurai. It's
I think I do
amazing.
have it on my to-watch list, actually, to be fair.
Put it to the top of your watch list. Trust me, you will thank me later. There's a series, and then there's a movie. I think there's a series and a movie, and the movie was turned into a second series as well, I think. So I think you can just watch season 1 and 2, and you'll have watched all the content.
But this guy Afro Senju, he does a lot of anime stuff, I have to admit. And I've been watching him sort of religiously lately. I can share my screen with you if you want to see how many I've watched.
Oh.
Can you see the little red bars?
I can.
They're everywhere. But like this guy does sort of videos from Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, a game that I've been playing recently. Can I make a game recommendation as well? You
absolutely can.
I think you get the gist of Afro Senju. He has amazing reactions. That's all enough said, basically. And my second what did I say was I going to recommend? A game.
A game. Is it Dragon Ball Z Kakarot by any chance?
Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, sorry. Yeah, I lost my train of thought completely. I've been playing as Goku for too long. Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. This game I've been playing it sort of, I think, how long have I been playing?
Has it picked up?
35 hours?
I remember initially our reaction to the game was a little milquetoast, initially.
It was, I have to admit, from looking from the outside in, it sort of looks weird and it sort of doesn't look like it's going to be enjoyable because you're like, I've already played these scenes, you know. It's all right. It does look pretty good, actually, to be fair. But then as soon as you start playing it, you just, it feels amazing, honestly. And that would be my recommendation for you to play on the PlayStation in these times of trying times, because it's quite a long game as well.
Gonna hit subscribe now. In fact, I've hit.
Thank you. To Afro Senju.
Anyway, you probably should go to bed early, get some rest, wash your hands, wash your face, don't touch people, stop touching people!
Oh, God! Get your hands off him, Timothy!
Stop touching people, stop touching things you don't want to buy.
Don't put hands in your mouth that aren't yours.
Don't put your mouth in other people's hands. Don't... Ooh.
Yeah, don't put don't lick other people's innards of their fingers.
Generally, keep your tongue in your mouth at all times.
Yes, and don't lick bottles, because that's how you get labelled a terrorist and put in prison.
Apparently so.
Yeah, welcome to America.
Anyway, so
that'll do it for this episode. Thank you everyone for listening.
We'll be coming back to you next week with a little pick-me-up. Stay safe. Don't go outside. And that's it.
Follow the rules. It'll be all right.
Be a good little shit. All right?
So, thank you for listening. We hope you enjoyed this. We may end up doing sort of a similar episode next week as well, depending on how the situation is. And you can follow all of the updates on Clueless Net on Twitter. Email us at podcast@... Email us at podcast@cluelessinternet, and I'll be streaming at twitch.tv/Clueless Internet. I'll start between like 6 and 7 p.m. GMT. You can convert that to something else. But I'll be starting around there. I am playing The Long Dark, and I may play, I think it's a game called Moonshiner.
I haven't heard of that.
I think it's Moonshiner. Maybe. Oh no, it's not Moonshiner. What is it? I don't know. Sorry, Howard. I'm having to do a little bit of sidetracked work to do this. I know we wanted to end the episode. But where is my phone? I'm trying to connect to WhatsApp.
Well, in this moment of pause, I've got a game to recommend. I haven't actually played it yet, but if you actually, it's not really a recommendation. It's just a good
go play it now.
A good podcast I've been enjoying. The Sacred Symbols podcast, which is a PlayStation podcast from Chris Raygun and Colin Moriarty, have just released their first game for PlayStation 4 and Vita called Twin Breaker, a Sacred Symbols adventure. And if you want to support a little indie game, maybe if you like Brick Breakers, maybe this is the game for you. The trailer is online. I'll stick a link in the thing, and love you. Bye.
Bye. Well, I mean, bye.
Now, what was your? Do you remember what yours was?
My game recommendation.
Yes.
I did have Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. That was one of my recommendations. I would probably say also. I mean, I've been playing Red Dead Redemption 2. We talked about that earlier.
Yeah.
And I've currently actually also been playing the Call of Duty Warzone. It's free, but it is quite big on the hard drive, to be fair. It's like 100 gigs.
Most important question, is it fun?
It is fun. So it'll keep you occupied.
They've done a good job.
They have. Like us, I think, on this episode.
Yes.
Anyway, that went off on a tangent. All right, everyone. Bye.
Love you. Bye.